another video of Opinions with O. And today's video is a little bit different because I wanted to touch on a show that really impacted my life in a positive way. I am fully aware of all of the allegations and all of the blowback that has happened since the show aired up to date. And this is not to discredit or invalidate anyone and their circumstance or their situation that they went through. I just wanted to share my take on what Watch Out for the Big Girls did for me, and let's get into it. Right out the gate, Lizzo starts with this amazing personality that she has, which seems to be very bubbly, very energetic, very much so her. And I love that. That's one of the things that draws me into a show is a person that is authentically themselves, even if it can be at the detriment of their growth. I still respect it. She's herself. So she lets it be known like they are underestimated because of their weight. They're not expected to have the energy or the stamina to go 90 minutes for a show. And because of this, she wants to recruit more big girls because she doesn't have the numbers that she would like because she's now a headliner. Hello. Now, granted, this show did come out in 2022. So, of course, this was a big time for Lizzo. This was her about to headline a music festival, specifically Bonnaroo. So she starts setting out looking for the best of the best for these girls. She comes upon 13 amazing big girls and she starts the auditions. Every single one of them came in the most ecstatic, most genuine energy I've ever seen a celebrity receive. And I think that that's real. I think that Lizzo genuinely has that approachable type of personality, which I love that. They go in for a hug immediately. Who wouldn't, right? We find out that they're doing a freestyle as well as a choreographed number. She wants to see what they got. So she puts them to the test, and I got to be honest, some of them were a little bit better than others. We expect to see top notch. And then in walks Crystal. Now, Crystal just had this energy about her. She was just very, very much so polished, put together, looked like she was ready to eat the girls up, okay? And she did just that. She delivered on her choreographed number as well as the freestyle. Lizzo was very impressed. Aesthetically, she fit the frame, she fit the mold. Crystal's one to look out for because she had it. So we get further into the auditions. Jayla has transitioned and is trying out to be a big girl. So Jayla's here. Jayla has put down the work. Jayla has a portfolio that shows that the flipping, the acrobatics, the elasticity, and Lizzo wants Jayla on the team, okay? Listen, Jayla didn't really deliver. Again, this is okay because we're going to see what's going to happen now. Sydney. Sydney is someone that Lizzo's very excited to see and actually admits, like, I'm a fan of yours. And that was such a sweet moment. That's such an authentic, genuine moment. That came from a very humble part of Lizzo, and I love that. So she gave Sydney her flowers, and Sydney auditioned. We did kind of notice Sydney wasn't really keeping up. She wasn't like, in the pocket. Not all of us are dancers, so we can't judge from real experience. However, I do know a thing or three about what looks professional and what looks like it was well rehearsed to a T. And I just, Sydney didn't do it. Now that Lizzo's seen all of their auditions, she lets it be known, I only have spots for 10 of y'all. So 3 of y'all gotta go. We want to see a dance battle. We want to see a choreographed number. We want to see freestyle. We want to see y'all. Here we have the talented Charm who's about to start choreographing them and getting these girls together, whipping them in shape. All right. Now it's time to deliver, and they're all in their cute, iridescent, black light, neon type of outfits. It's cute, it's giving. And out walks the girls. They've named their teams Big Body Benzes and Lizzo's Big Secret. Cute names, real cute. I like the outfits. All of the girls look like they were ready to serve it, okay? So the music drops. They're dancing to Cardi B's Up. And let me tell you, they are putting it down. The boots are hitting the ground. Everybody is doing their best with what they have. And trust me, they have a lot to give. They're giving it all. They're giving it all. We're loving it. We're eating it up. Now it's time for the one-on-one freestyle battle. I'm just going to be honest with you off the top. Some of them just look like they were just kind of there to have fun. Some of them kind of look like they were taking it a little bit more seriously. I kind of wanted to see more serious dancing instead of kind of just like showmanship. But, that's battling. You just got to make sure that you show out. And that's pretty much what we saw. By the end of it all, everybody did great. Everybody's cheering one another on in great spirits. They feel amazing. They did amazing. So now Lizzo and Charm are discussing what they saw, what Charm experienced in choreography, and what the next move is. Now it's decision time. It's time to cut somebody. She calls Kimberly and Kiana. And don't act surprised because y'all knew that their stamina was a little low because Lizzo was saying it. She was saying, I'm worried about their stamina. Stamina is a big thing, not just for a big girl size, but for anyone's size. If you plan on doing something physical, you need to have the stamina to do so. Very fair assessment, very fair delivery. I thought that it was very honest. It was given with a hug, it was given with a warm tone. And I can rate that about Lizzo. I really can. They took it on the chin. Of course, they're disappointed. And we wanted to see more of Kiana, rooting for her because of her backstory. But, it happens. These things happen. People get cut. She calls Crystal. Everybody's clutching their pearls. Everybody's kind of like, whoa, what's happening? Because we didn't expect this. She lets Crystal know, from the moment I saw you, you had star quality. You were ready to go on stage. You are just exactly what I am looking for. I'm ready for you. Are you ready for me? And Crystal's like, of course, you better bet your bottom dollar. Let's do it. Let's go. And boom, like that, Crystal is a big girl, okay? She made it to the stage for Bonnaroo. And this is the first episode. So we're really proud of Crystal. We're rooting for Crystal. And I was happy to see that she made it. The other 10 girls are sitting there on pins and needles, and so are we as the audience. And I'm like, what's going to happen now? And boom, Lizzo says, all y'all going to the house. And I'm like, give them their key, send them home. They're tired. They're dehydrated. They're sore. Sent them right on to the mansion. And we will be picking up for the next episode in the next video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope that you guys will tune into all of these videos. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one.